see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. They're continuing to soldier on without the services partner Chris Cable.
Yeah, they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. And I'll be interested to see how it affects their chemistry when he does come back. That's always a challenge. They've got a good thing going right now, and they've actually been playing excellent basketball without him.
Yeah, so the question is, how do you change your rotation? Do you put him back in the starting lineup? Do you put him on the bench? Do you leave him out of the rotation altogether? Those are questions that the coaching staff is going to have to answer.
And here are the Mavericks starting five, courtesy of State Farm. Sean Marion and Dirk Nowitzki, both excellent players at the forward spots. Mayo out there with Collison. And it's Jennings in at the five. And for Milwaukee, Brandon Jennings and Montells comprise the backcourt. Luke Richard and Amute out there with Ilyasova. And it's Sanders in at the five down low. Here's Collison. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Nice aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with it once they got it. Seeing the Mavs in the playoffs is something that is almost a given at this point. They've made it each season since 2001.
On defense, this game coming after a loss.
Well, their shots just were not dropping for them in that game. A cold shooting night, that's all you can say.
Well, the shot selection was a big part of it, Steve. I mean, they were taking terrible shots. It's not at all what you like to see from a team that should certainly be able to execute better.
The drive by Ellis. A 15-foot offensive rebound. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Dishes to Ellis. The Bucks working the ball around. Jennings kicks to Sanders. He feeds it to Amute. Here's Jennings. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't.
Larry Sanders.
And the foul called on Larry Sanders. Personal foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Darren Collison again. Going back to Dallas, you do take for granted that somehow, some way, they'll find their way into the postseason, Steve. But the results, obviously, they just got in, but they couldn't do anything once they got there.
Well, I give Mark Cuban a ton of credit for what Mark talked about, just the longevity of his success. And a lot of that has to do with Dirk Nowitzki as well. But Cuban had a vision. He's put together an amazing franchise, and Dirk has been the superstar to build around. What a run it's been for Dallas.
You know, he's a rarity in the NBA, guys. A big man who can launch it.
Took him no time at all on that one. Collison's got 6.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots.
High post shot.
Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis is a guy who's a little undersized as a scoring guard, but there's no question about his explosiveness. His first step is so quick. Loves to go right, can get to the rim, but if you back off him, he can pull up and make that jump.
He's got a ball.
Mayo kicks to Collison.
That's all you.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Over Jennings. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
That's a look that he would never pass up. He'll usually never miss.
And so for Monte Ellis, he's so tough to defend. Timing the rim. Get that mid-range jumper going, Clark, for almost anytime he wants to.
He's got great elevation on that jump shot, too. The jump shot is falling. It's a hard matchup for anybody trying to guard him because he's so quick in getting to the rim, and he can make tough finishes in the paint.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And Kevin starters didn't have too much pressure on them in that game because of how effective the bench guys were.
And another thing getting all those quality guys from the reserves did was keep their starting 5 fresh for the second half.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Sanders. Henson comes in for Ilyasova. It's Dunleavy in for Amute. The kick out to Mayo for 3. That's good. Mayo's got his second bucket tonight.
Now we're getting used to seeing him hit those shots.
Kicks it out to Ellis. A feed to Dunleavy. Second chance effort. Jennings. And finally they hit one. Jennings has got his second bucket of the game to go. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. With the Bucks head coach. He told me that defensively, he's not even sure how you contain Dirk Nowitzki offensively. He said he really has an unstoppable shot with that turnaround. I don't know how you stop it, but we're going to try. Guys, it always helps to have those athletic, rangy defenders who can at least get a hand in his face. We'll see what matchup they go with defensively.
You got it! Hear from you, Doris. Here's Collison. Following the basket by O.J. Mayo. The shot by Collison.
Dallas foul.
That doesn't go either for Collison.
They are setting the tone here early with their work on the boards.
It's one they'll definitely look to build on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Larry Sanders is checked in for Utah. Ilyasova comes in for Henson. And it's Udrich in for Monte Ellis.
You know, one thing you know is that the son of a coach is usually going to have good shooting mechanics, and that's definitely the case with Mike Dunleavy Jr. He always seems cool and composed when he's getting ready to fire away. He's got a great release.
It's just one of the benefits of growing up in an NBA family. Shooting form comes very easy to him, and he makes the most of it. Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. They try and jumper, and the jumper falls for him. Dunleavy's got 5. Nowitzki hits for 2, and Sanders pulls it down. The Bucks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. There's the pass to Dunleavy. He passes to Udrich.
Defensive foul.
Shooting their first free throws of the night.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
Well, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Now here's Bobois. Pass to Crowder. Deflects the pass. But it's no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
and the second quarter getting underway. No team leading that so far. The Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than fast break.
On the court for the Mavericks. Bobois and Carter pair up in the backcourt. Elton Brand is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. Udrich, the pass to Wells. Passes it to Udrich. Shot clock is 6. Takes the They get it back. Dunleavy dishes to Henson. Ellis, he's covered by Bobois. And the whistle is going to be on Johnny Bobois. That's his first foul. Slow down, Jim! Ilyasova comes in stolen by Brand. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. There's Carter. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Bucks trail. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, this was a tough matchup for them last year, losing both of their games against them.
Action by Udo. And Bobois kicks to Crowder. Back to Bobois. Clock at 6. Vince Carter on the wing. Fires for 3. Leads it to Jones. Back to Brand. Pass to Crowder. Stolen by Henson. And up the court, no look. On the break. And it's blocked. They get it back. Blocked again.
Yeah, that's a foul.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Goes for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ellis can't get it to to go.
Keep getting knocked
Both
around.
teams nibbling at the edges of the playoffs as the season was winding down.
Maybe the sweep was a little less painful to take since it came
Hey, come on, D, up on him.
but every loss always is painful when you're in the middle of the pack like that.
There's the dish to Minnesota. By Henson. The Mavericks leading. Bobois, the pass to Jones. Back to Bobois. He dishes it to Carter.
Hello?
Uses the drop step. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it.
As tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
Pretty good margin.
Yeah.
I'll show you that. Hit the boards hard, it'll pay off for him in the end.
And the Mavericks call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit. He's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there. A bit uncomfortable. Wanted to talk to him.
Listen changes. Harry Sanders is checked in for Udo. Hunley becomes in for Ilyasova.
Help, help, help.
And it's Udrich in for Monte Ellis. Collison dishes to Nowitzki.
I got yours, I got yours.
Collison making the play. Nowitzki's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Darren Collison out of UCLA, very, very fast point guard. Likes to score, loves to get into the paint and shoot little mid-range shots or get all the way to the rim.
Oh, Marquis,
A
you
good
gotta see
playmaker,
that.
not a great one, but with his quickness, you know he can create opportunities for his teammates.
I'm pretty sure you got blackouts, didn't you? I think I already gave
Collison's
him,
got 8
but I'm not
points.
too sure.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one out. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
Being dead serious. That's that fake nigga shit right there. Yeah, he's on one. Yeah, I know, he's a fat nigga. Who? What are you talking about? Person was on. Oh, this is a fake ass shit.
Jennings with the bucket.
Go for it.
And that's his first
Yeah,
three-pointer.
he
So
really
maybe
did.
that one will get him started.
When you look at Collison, he's a shooter. He's got deep range. I mean, he shoots a lot more deep twos than he does
Yeah,
threes.
but talking to him right now.
But he shoots them well, both of them. Excellent speed off the dribble.
Maybe kicks to Jennings. 6 to shoot.
Check the clock.
Henson, he's covered by Collison. He too. Jennings can't get that one to fall.
An open lane right there. Pretty much saw the daylight he wanted and took advantage.
Yeah, great opportunity. Not much hesitation.
Yeah, a little too easy, if you ask me. The defense really needs to tighten things up here.
Well, another uncontested
That's
three
the
there.
shit
They got to
I
make some
don't
kind of an
like.
adjustment.
Right.
They're giving away too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 of them come off the back. So it's one thing to give up one, but
Oh, yeah, my
you
guy
start
didn't
giving
fall in that.
three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Offensive rebound. Sean Marion. Down goes the
I
slam.
wanna believe it, nigga.
How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the
Because it's what
only
happened
way he knows
when
how
you
to do
talk
it.
about that.
Monster stuff.
Oh, he makes life miserable. For anybody who's trying to box him out.
Yo, big ass wanna play 2K all damn day.
To the inside. Here he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand. Put it back, put it back.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one. And I'll tell you what, they might want to pay a little more attention to him defensively than they did on that last trip.
It's back to Jennings. Offensive rebound. It's a full second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collison. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
Kevin, his passing don't let him shoot that. To see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold. Well, after that strong start to this game, he's really picked it up here in the second.
Come on, man, to Brandon.
Yes, sir, that one drops. 9 points for Brandon Jennings.
You're true
Outside Collison.
friend.
Nowitzki outside. Over Jennings.